because if it is a good habit, you should let it happen. There's a significant difference between doing something consciously and doing something unconsciously. But in consciousness, you have the control of your own body, you can choose it. My grandfather almost knew that he was about to leave. There is a difference between liberation and death. Liberation, you choose consciously, but when it comes to death, you are torn apart from your body. Hi, Namaskaram, welcome back. If you've seen one of my last video in which I have told that I have started eating consciously. Earlier when I used to eat for 15 minutes, but these days I'm eating for 25 to 30 minutes. It's really long time. And by eating slow, it actually creates some certain impact in your system as well, which is very much experiential, but still it is happening unconsciously. Now you may say, Swapnesh, what's wrong with you? Because if it is a good habit, you should let it happen. See, my friend, there's a significant difference between doing something consciously and doing something unconsciously. Even if something happens good to you, if it is happening unconsciously, it means it can happen bad to you as well. In unconscious, you do not have the control of yourself, of your own body. But in consciousness, you have the control of your own body, you can choose it. No, that is what I want for myself. So what I am doing for myself, what I am doing with myself, what I am doing by myself should be under my control, because I want to have the power within my hand. It should not happen automatically, because everything that is happening automatically, it means it's a compulsive behavior. So that is the entire effort of yoga, is first thing that you get rid of your compulsions, you take charge of your own life, get control over everything. The reason I'm mentioning this is because the real difference between liberation and death is simple consciousness or unconsciousness. Because when you are conscious and leaving the body, that called liberation. When you are not conscious and you are getting torn apart from the body, that is called death. If you can also understand the fact that we are nothing but the piece of this planet only, the moment we are going to leave, we have to set this one. I remember the last few days of my grandpa. He lived very successful life. Like in the older days, they used to have this thought, they should see their children getting married, their grandchildren getting married, and their grandchildren getting married. My grandpa saw all that. Just right before he left, around 2-3 days before, he was not able to walk. So he started sleeping on the floor, and we used to have those mud houses, older days houses. Just 2-3 days before, he couldn't even walk. So my mom and my aunt used to bring him outside of this house and used to get him bath and put water on him. So he used to scream like baby, like, please don't put water on him, I'll die. But since bath was necessary stuff, they used to do it. Irrespective, they did not want to hurt him, but it has to be done. So they used to put water on him, they used to clean him. So first day they did, second day they did, second day also my grandfathers came like that. But third day he did not do that. He just kept sitting there. My mom put water and my aunt applied soap on him. He didn't say anything, he just sat there. After this bath, they brought him and they left him in the veranda. He slept on the veranda, and then after a few moments he asked, please take me inside. So my mom and my aunt helped him to go inside the house. He slept again on the floor only, and after a few moments my father went inside and gave some water in his mouth, and around few minutes later he left. Now the reason I told you this story is because a person can understand that when he is about to live. And in Indian culture, it also says that if death comes, everybody gets to know that it's coming. For entire life, a person identifies himself with a lot of things. He thinks, I need that, I need this one, and then he strives for everything. But the time comes, he realizes that this is not me. If you can experience yourself just as an extension of this earth, then you can also understand that when you leave, you have to set this one. Yes, no? Now everybody shared this one, irrespective of they can understand it or not, but this is something that is going to go back to the earth again. So in that sense, right before shedding this one, my grandfather almost knew that he was about to leave. And I'm very sure that his body, all the cells of the body, all the sense organs would be sending the same signals to the brain that they used to send 2 days before. But the way my grandpa reacted was huge difference in the way I felt it, that my grandpa chooses to leave on that moment, because the entire night he could have left, the morning he could have left, but he just waited for that moment where he get himself cleaned, and then he slept there outside for some times, and then he went inside and then he left. So it felt, for to me at least, a very conscious choice and conscious decision. So that is what I wanted to express to you, is that there is a difference between liberation and death. In liberation, you choose consciously that right now it's the time to shed this cloth, it's very old, so you move out very easily and effortlessly. But when it comes to death, you are torn apart from your body, because you have still identified your body with as yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.